Hello everyone, this is H to the Husky here, and I have what I would consider a special treat for you guys. It is going to be a remake of the classic arcade game Metal Slug, but of course it is remade with the Starcraft II Galaxy editor, and as you guys can hear, it does have custom sounds, and it also has the custom music in the background, so that is pretty awesome. Even when you pick up new items, it goes like Rocket Launcher, just like back in the days. Let me know in the comments below if you guys have played Metal Slug. I'm really curious because Metal Slug is awesome. And I do remember playing that as a kid. Even as a teenager, every time I would go to an arcade game, I would look for Metal Slug first. And it's just one of those games that anytime you go to an arcade, you gotta see if they have it. It's very fun. But of course, this is a remake, and it is on the StarCraft II engine, which is an engine not designed specifically for making, you know, this exact kind of map. The cool thing about the map editor for StarCraft II is that you can make virtually every kind of map out there, and this is just proving it a very cool side-scrolling, you know, kind of just celebrating Metal Slug, basically. I'm still stuck on that bake thing. Like, if I had a map editor that could bake for me, that would be amazing. Here we just got a flamethrower thing. And so basically, this map, it is Metal Slug. It is as Metal Slug as you can get. So if you guys are trying to, you know, wanting to make a Metal Slug map, don't do it. Someone's already done it. And there is going to be a link in the description on where you can download this. Now, basically, what all this footage is going to be is it's going to be from beginning to end, but I've cut out some of the center stuff. It was really hard. I recorded the whole game, but I mean, it turned out to be like 35 minutes or something like that. So I did have to cut out some stuff for this video, and it hurts though because there's a lot of stuff in this map that's really, really fun, really well made, and just overall a fantastic map. So as you can see, I am in the good old classic tank here, and there are some units flying above overhead, some Banshees and some Vikings, and I think that they're actually going to blow up my tank here, which is going to make me pretty sad. Take out that tank, they say. And yeah, my tank is going to blow up here, and then I'll have to actually shoot down these Banshees in the air. Which, speaking of those air units, it's actually kind of cool how there's a lot of dimensions in this game. I mean, you're attacking air units, you're attacking ground units, and you're attacking units that transition between ground and air, as well as attacking units on high ground, which that's just pretty cool. And I think that this is where I hop on the tram here after killing these units. And the Vikings, they fly around in the air and then land and start attacking you, just like in StarCraft II, which is pretty cool. So just looking at the UI really quick, you can change the music volume in the top left. I don't know why you would want to, because the music volume, you want it cranked because this song is epic. And the music does change depending on what exactly you're doing in the game. Now, it shows me which weapon I have selected next to the health bar. So I have 80 ammo on the heavy machine gun. And there is my health bar right there. Now, I did set this to easy, so I actually have unlimited lives. So health doesn't matter that much. But, I mean, if you want to do it on the harder modes, then health does matter. But I just wanted to do it on easy, of course, to show you guys the game. And there are grenades. You use those by pressing the down arrow. You change your weapons by pressing left and right, which is kind of weird because you move with WASD and you change weapons with left and right. It's a little disorienting. There we go, flamethrower just roasting everything. How sick is that? Oh man, when this map was sent to me, the first thing I thought was Metal Slug. There's flamethrowers in Metal Slug. I hope there's also flamethrowers in this version of the map. And indeed there are. The flamethrower is very fun. Not very good against the mech units. And there we go. I did throw a grenade there to try and blow these guys up. Now the pistol, don't underestimate the pistol. It's actually really good, but I like to show off all these other weapons because it's fun, picking up some health right there. And I am getting low on grenades. And you can also, if you look on the left side of the map, if you can look away for a second from all this intense action, me trying to kill a dropship, you can also do custom keybinds, which is pretty awesome. And there's also cheats. So if you beat the game, depending on what setting you use, during that session, it actually unlocks some cheats for you to use. There's a cheat where you can change your skin to a ghost. There's a cheat where you can have unlimited ammo, which that would be fun. And there's this unlimited flamethrower, would just be redonkulous. And there's a cheat where you can get the laser gun, which I'll show you the laser gun at the end of this game. You actually use it towards the very, very end. It's really, really cool. So now I've killed everything on the train, and a Viking comes over here and is blowing up my train, and of course I'm standing there like an idiot. I mean, it's pretty obvious that that part of the train is going to blow up, and I'm just standing there and I get, you know, evaporated there. And then I come over here to check out what's going on, and then I try and jump away, but it still kills me anyways. So now I've died twice to this Viking, who's just being a total turd. I mean, come on, I'm just trying to have fun here, jumping around on my little train. I mean, what else is there to do? And I think, is he going to blast away the rest of it, or can I get away in time? There we go. The invisible wall finally disappearing in the air so I can jump over here. And the good old SCV being my friend. I did get the enemy chaser, which I was using that before, but just to explain it a little bit, the enemy chaser does, well, just about exactly what it says it does. It sort of chases units. You just got to kind of guide it in the right direction. It's not going to seek around all over the place. Kind of like Contra, you know, those heat-seeking missiles on Contra, and how they kind of chase it, but they're not always guaranteed to hit it. Same story here. And I actually have a shotgun for there in just a second. The shotgun is one of those things, you know, it does splash damage. It kills quite a few guys per shot. It is a fairly strong weapon in this game, and it's really impressive how many weapons are actually in this map. I mean, it's really, really cool that they actually took the time to do the programming for all these weapons, and it's just cool. And let's see, I'm trying to think. Oh, that's right. If you guys remember way back in the day, I actually did a Tetris use map setting map review thing. I think it was my second use map setting review map, and this is actually made by the same person who made that Tetris map. So apparently this person likes to really make a lot of maps, because he made the one and only Tetris map I've seen, which is really good and really strong. Once he finished that, he apparently moved on to Metal Slug, and so far this Metal Slug is really, really, really fun, so I can't even imagine what else he has in mind. Once again, grabbing some flamethrowers there, although apparently got plastered in the face, and so now I'm going to have to, well, I just spawn. And since it's on easy, I do get unlimited, you know, spawning action, killing these tanks. And of course, you can get in some of the tanks, which I didn't find out until later, that you could actually do the good old tank fire shot. You know, well, not the fire shot, but like the big tank kind of animation shooting, whatever, you know, shoot the tank, as well as use the machine gun on the side. So I think I will get to a tank a little bit earlier. I mean, just look at the background. Like, there's so much stuff back there. There's just a bunch of guys chilling out. I'm running through with my shotgun, just owning these guys. Talk about awesome opossum. What else rhymes with awesome? I can't think of anything that rhymes with awesome aside from opossum. But let's see what this guy's going to give me. Heavy machine gun. So I will start shooting these guys down. I really do like to use the seeker thing, the enemy follower, enemy tracker. I already forgot what it was called. For the air units. It's really good against those, because it is kind of hard, because it's kind of like if you guys have played Metroid, how you can only shoot in 3 directions upwards, so you can shoot straight up, diagonal right, and diagonal left, and you have to run your character back and forth to get the angle that you want perfectly. And so that is why the enemy chaser, there we go, that's why the enemy chaser is really good for air units. It kind of helps you fill in those little gaps as it will chase them. And flame shot, I think, though, is my favorite weapon aside from the laser gun. I can't wait to shot the laser gun. It is really cool. And I do want to mention that I do have all the boss fights in this video, so if you guys watch the whole thing, you will see all the boss fights, and they are pretty cool. I really am impressed. I think there's even a map that is all about boss fighting. It's not, whoops, I dropped my contact lenses all over the place. That's messy, but I'm just going to ignore it right now, because, hey man, contact solution is non-toxic, or at least non-toxic enough to put into my eye. And so, anyways, the boss fights on this are really, really cool. I was super impressed by them. And also, there is another map made by someone else, I think.